The objective for this lab was to determine the empirical formula of an unknown ionic compound. We already know that oppositely charged ions arrange themselves into a 3D structure called a crystal lattice. We were given directions to fill 7 test tubes with a certain amount of each reactant. These reactants were copper chloride solution and sodium phosphate solution. With a stirring rod, we mixed the reactants together, and after 15 minutes, we recorded the amount of precipitate formed in millimeters. Looking at the graph, we can conclude that the test tubes with a smaller ratio have a smaller amount of precipitate. Test tube 5 with a 3:2 ratio has the greatest amount of precipitate, while test tube 1 has the lowest amount, which is 1:9.
One question you might ask is, why are there different shades of blue? Well, copper chloride leads to a darker blue shade, so test tubes with more copper chloride in them have a darker shade of blue. Why do certain tubes have a higher precipitant amount and others have a lower precipitant amount? This is all based on the ratio to each tube. The highest tube has a ratio to 3:2 and the lowest has a ratio to 1:9.